The movie opens up with the ominous scene, letting us know something dangerous is approaching and that it needs to be put down cause he was definitely not human. So we pan over to this girl over here, Charlotte, ruminating about something. What she's thinking about? I don't know. Now suddenly her window opens and in a flash, like I'm talking about a snap of a finger, we see this malevolent giant winged demon kidnap her, and I'm not gonna lie, she definitely gets on my nerves. Like she pisses me off. And I know how confusing that sentiment is cause the movie just started, but y'all will see in due time. Fast forwarding about 3 days, we get introduced to our main character D, the vampire hunter. Now he was summoned by Charlotte's brother to go get her back from the dude who stole her. Now bro's name is Maya Linked, and he was eating him like the 76ers, bro. Like, no, I'll take back that analogy. He was eating him like the Hawks. The same way the Knicks did the Hawks is the same way Maya Link did them. He not only kidnapped his sister, but when Charlotte's brother went to go try and get her back, he slammed out all his homies and killed their horses too, and forced bro to hire 2 sets of hunters, the Mullen family and D. Mind you, this was no cheap endeavor. For D alone, they had to pay 40 more, bro. Think about that. That was just half of the money. The other half is when they bring her back, cause her father kinda suspects that Maya Link and Charlotte have a relationship, so if she does end up turning into a vampire, D has all the right to kill her, but he needed to make it painless and have the corpse intact. I think later that night we get introduced to the Mullen family. Now I was gonna slander them, but they was putting in some serious work. Like Marcus, the leader, had a switch on his crossbow, bro, and he mounted it on his wrist. Now bro was feeding the zombie vampires a belly full of silver, and it was to die for. Not only that, bro made it rain like a rich nigga at the strip club, and I am so sorry, I was not familiar with y'all game. Now Kyle, this dude in the skin tight fit, I don't, you know what, I'ma leave the We're not gonna talk about this. We're gonna skip over this and we'll act like it never happened. The vampires had their heads swiftly disconnected from their bodies. Layla had no remorse, bro. She was moving devious. I'm talking about she was performing a DUI heart transplant right before giving this vampire a silver-filled makeover. Not the muscle of the group was moving like an MLB superstar cause every hit was a home run. Speaking of running, bro over here thought he could get away. Nah, there's no way out of this one. Now Marcus was moving like he was in the movie Wanted cause the way he was curving that arrow, you would have thought bro was prime David Beckham. They thought the job was finished cause all the vampires were eliminated. But Marcus heard D's horse's footstep coming and he tried to snipe him, but all he did was give D an aura lob. Now I on purposely did not mention how D was aura farming the entire movie cause like it genuinely gets to a point cause like we see the fit, bro. We know you're an all black OP and demon gang. And like any nonchalant aura farmer, he had everyone bamboozled. Especially her, Layla. She couldn't take her eyes off him. So after this unnecessary slow zoom into his face with the moon behind him, like, you know what, just take it. Take it. Just take your aura points, bro. Like, you deserve it at this point. But Marcus asked him if he doesn't want to work with him, but he was like, nah, I'm good of that. Y'all be safe though. Now Layla for some reason thought it was a good idea to follow him. What she wants with him, I don't know. Actually I do know, but it's a silly secret, Batman. Back to D was talking to Lefty, the face on his left hand. Now bro was worried about D cause it's daytime. Now even though he won't spontaneously combust into flames, it does gradually weaken him. So D used Lefty to snuff the tracks, and they found out that Maya Link traveled to this area about 6 hours ago. Now getting there won't be easy cause the terrain seems calm, but lurking beneath was Samantha, these creatures right there. So I'ma be real with you, bro. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Later that day, after crossing the desert, they make it to this giant structure. Now this weirdly shaped building was where Charlotte and Maya Link was resting. Seeing that it was used by vampire nobles to rest during the day, it would naturally have high defenses to keep people out of it, but that did not matter to D. His aura and IQ was way too high. Bro was so close to getting to Maya Link. But that's when Layla showed up, and she was moving like she was Jin Kazama with that bike. More like Jin was moving like her in Tekken. Either way, it didn't matter, cause she threw out Maya Link and was ready to smoke him, but failed miserably. Like the way she was treated was similar to how Cell treated Hercule, bro. She was seen as nothing but a pesky fly. Maya Link thought he could escape, but D was on his ass. I know how that sounds. I know how that sentence sounds. Locking for me. He thought he had the upper hand and he started talking crazy. I'm talking about the stuff that Maya Link was telling D was insane. Bros told him he was foolish to challenge a vampire at night. Like the title says, these vampires are straight booty, and Maya was the one who stank the most. D was literally gonna kill bro with 2 strikes, but Charlotte was like, no, my man! Which caused D to hesitate and it gave them a chance to escape. I'm just gonna move on, cause I wrote here in my script, I hope she dies. I won't lie, she's a walking debuff, a liability. This just shows like how much I did not like this character. So let's just move on. When we see D again is at the monster's lair, and they was looking at him like he was a black man at a clan's meeting. Now his reasoning for being there was to stop them from protecting Maya Link, but Grandpa was like, nah, I'm loyal to Massa. I would not betray Massa for the world. And this is like, okay, but we'll zip it up when you're done. Now they surrounded D, basically with every creature they could find, but they was not gonna die by his hand. Cause North, this dude could astral project, was moving insane, bro. You would have thought he was on a mission to cleanse the world of monsters. Now he was part of Layla's crew, and as you can see, bro was putting up generational numbers. You could have called him World North Chamberlain.
Oh man, out your pocket.
He tried going after Maya Link's carriage, but this annoying dude was there to stop him. So when he turned around, he noticed D pulling up, and he showed him that there was levels to this. So outside the carriage, D was on Maya's trail, and D was adamant on chasing him down, but this dude with the cloak ability again wrapped his horse in it and threw it off the cliffside. Now luckily, bro survived, and when D tried attacking the cloak guy, it didn't work because they trapped him in the prison realm. Lucky for D, Lefty was the throat coat.
What?
So, seeing that his old horse was dead, he went to a town where they sold horses. So after unnecessary stupidity that I'm gonna skip, this old man, who was one of the kids that D saved like a long time ago, gave him a horse and helped him escape. Fast forwarding to Charlotte. You know what? Fast forward again. I don't want to talk about a dumbass who was walking around thinking everything was sunshine and rainbows. You know what? I'm gonna just summarize this whole conversation. She deadass tells D that she's in love with him and that she can change him. You know what? You got it, bro. Good luck with that. So Layla, being the better person in me, smacked the goofy out of her and told her that niggas like Maya Link deserve to burn in hell. And Layla was not playing. She was gonna take Charlotte back by force even if she didn't wanna come with. But that's when the Maya meat man just pulled up to save her, and this freaky girl was gonna choke Layla out when she upped the masker to the green Haiti dubbed out of there because she did not want the smoke. Now this dude who was a werewolf tried escaping with redacted. That's what I'ma call her. We not calling her by a government. But D was not gonna let that happen. Sandel from AliExpress was playing help defense, but D's offense was way too smooth. Bro had us skedaddling into the forest, which on further review, I think was part of a plan. Was when we see D is on his knees, bro. They had him on all fours. But that still was not enough to stop bro. You swung like Tarzan and sliced to her vein attack, disconnecting her head from her body. So skipping ahead in the film, after Dee finished resting, Jacob from Twilight stayed back cause he heard Dee pulling up and howled at the moon. Mind you, he was doing all of that tomfoolery just to get sliced in half. They was giving bro the fruit ninja treatment. So Maya Ling pulled up on Camilla's castle. Now she was moving viciously, like she was moving so deviously that Dracula, Dee's dad, had to put her down. So her ghost, phantom, whatever that is still haunting the place. Now she welcomed him with open arms into her very expensive looking castle. Camilla took them to the room of the SpaceX rocket, which the vampires built like, I don't know how long ago, but they built it. And what's more ridiculous than that was Maya Ling's plan. Bro was gonna use the last rocket to go to the moon so that he and Charlotte can live in peace. And okay, you are a vampire. You need blood to survive. I don't think he thought this properly through. Yo, this nigga might be stupid, bro. And Camilla took advantage of bro's low IQ cause she put the both of them, him and his stupid girl, in a genjutsu. Now she had Maya Link looking goofy, bro, and she sliced him in half. Not only that, bro, your girl left you for someone else. It's not really her, but we gonna pretend it's her. So when we see Charlotte, she had her own genjutsu and skip. So when we pan over to Layla, she was in her own illusion, where she was at her mother's gravesite. So her whole backstory is she blamed herself for letting her mom die, and it's not your fault, gang. Nigga, you were like 8 years old. There was nothing that you could do for her. So luckily for Layla, Dee saved her from the chandelier that was gonna fall on her. And if you're wondering what happened to her other crew members, now unfortunately I have to talk about Redacted again cause her illusion is what brings Camilla to life. I don't think, you know what, it's best if I just show you. We pan over to an ethereal plane where Camilla was talking crazy on Dee's name for killing his own kind, and I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she was feeling like. She was not static shock cause this lightning was not enough to hold the son of the king of vampires. Cause the moment bro locked in, he flew towards her and showed her that yo, there are levels to this vampire thing, gang. You not like that. And in the real world, as she was trying to get to Redacted, Maya Link finally did something useful. Now even though Camilla was a roach, they finally put an end to her. Now I was gonna talk about the final fight between Dee and Maya Link, but it's not really a fight. Dee could have killed them easily but chose not to. Seeing that the mission is done, Redacted is dead, and all he had to do was take back a ring to show that yeah, the mission is completed. So that's the end of the video. Just in case you never hear from me again, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.